What's happening, guys? I'm Cozza, and welcome back to part 2 of this Motorsport Manager career mode, where we're taking the CozzaPerks Racing team, the worst car, the worst everything in the worst league, up to the pinnacle of motorsporting, which is the equivalent to F1. So, last episode we managed to get a decent finish in 13th position. Was it 12th? No, it was 12th, wasn't it? We finished 12th in the last episode. So with our only driver, main driver, Gomes, and also we managed to make our first gearbox. Well, no, our first 2 gearboxes, which we can't add to the car yet because we're going to improve parts. We're still waiting on the engine to be fully made reliable. But if you look here, these brakes here, not very good. So in fact, we could swap these. These are at 90%, so it's very unlikely this engine will fail. So I'm going to swap and work on the brakes. To be fair, the suspension's bad as well. The brakes will have to wait. Both suspension on both cars is bad, like reliability wise. So I'm going to make the suspension more reliable, I think, leading up to the next race. Can't put these gearboxes in yet because as a whole, the car's reliability, I think, is a good thing to sort of get sorted early on in the season, and then you upgrade it from there. Contract negotiation. She says this is a second strike, so she wants a bit more money. I'm gonna give her. All right. I'm gonna have to give her 25 grand a race, and I'll up her signing on fee to 67. She should accept that. We're going on to scouting. We've scouted 3 drivers. We already know about Faith Anthony because that's the driver we got rid of. She was old as well. She's 34. Fucking hell, she's my age. Jose Domingo as well. That was our reserve driver. So we was paying money for them. That's the reason why I got rid of them. Because I expect to finish last this season anyway. And someone has accepted the contract. This mechanic accepted that we was after, this German mechanic here. He has accepted the contract, so we want to swap him with this. Continue to finance. It's going to cost us 150 grand outright. But now we have 2 decent mechanics. Just waiting on the lead designer. The longer your mechanics spend with their drivers, they build up a relationship, and you can get little perks added the longer they've spent with the drivers. So these 2 mechanics here, I'm just going to keep them. The potential is quite high, so that's why I've gone for them. They're quite expensive though, but we'll see. Hopefully it won't be a failure. As I say, I said to my boss that we'll finish last, and I think we are in last. Oh, we're 9th, so we are. ZRT Motorsport is behind us with 11 points. Well, no, we're basically the same. We're tied for 11 points. Tied last. Alright, we'll continue. This is another different event. This is the World Motorsport that's going on in Yokohama. Don't really concern us at the moment. And please accept. Yes, we've got a decent lead. The reason why I've gone again, I'm thinking more of the future. We're going for a lead designer. There's a huge potential, 4-star potential here. So, and won't cost us a lot because she's only 1 star at the moment. So hopefully she'll grow. Team finances, and we're going to confirm that. There you go. She has this thing here as well, but we'll see what that does. That's our scouting messages coming in, and the next race will be what we're coming up to now. Will be in Munich. Okay, we just scouted any decent. Sarah Thomas, 22, 8's leading. So feedback's only 6 though. I mean, it's better than our reserve driver. Let's see. Smoothness is 9. She's a chaser. Only matters when she's in second. What does she want? She's interested. My status isn't. Wages are fairly important. Yeah, she's gonna want a bit of money. So I ain't even gonna bother with that. This first season is all about the only car that we've sort of taken any sort of interest in. So I'm gonna go for 13th again. That's all we can do. But we managed to actually get this objective last time around, which gave us 200 grand. So yeah, she's content. Car is equal with Andre's, obviously, because we ain't put no money into parts yet. No, we ain't up. We've put money into parts, but we ain't upgraded them. So we're at Munich GP, Germany, to be our second race of the season. Round 2 of 10, so there's 10 races in one season. This will be the practice session. There's no qualifying in this. It basically goes on your position from the last race. Or no, sorry, not from the last race. Your position in the championship. So if you're last in the championship, you will be in pole position. If you're first in the championship, you will start from the back of the grid, which makes it fairer, I guess. Faster cars start at the back, so they have to overtake the field. Right, this track. See here, we need a higher downforce setting, so we're gonna go rear wing. Not many fast corners, but let's go for more on the front ring. I'm gonna go about here so we can adjust it this way because, as you say, the sweet spot is somewhere in this. So if we go here, we'll know roughly how far we need to move it. I'm just gonna go a bit more though, just because I've got a feeling. I think we need more oversteer and more acceleration, so I'll leave them there and we'll see how we go. I'm gonna go for the medium tyre as our tyre of choice because it's the harder tyre, and because I think our tyre wear is really not good, so we'll go for a bit more downforce actually. Oversteer is fine there, and acceleration I'll leave that. Hopefully it won't be too far out once they come in after their first lap. Mediums, take practice. Always do the practice, I find. Always. Go for them. Send them both out for their first warm-up lap. Just one out lap to get a feel for the car. And Terso, our reserve driver, is leading out of the paddock with Gomes following close behind. Getting used to the Munich GP, feeling what the track's like, and they'll give us a sort of inkling what they. And it started raining, and it looks like we're gonna have to be going on the wet. So let's bring them in. I really do want their race trim to be as high as it possibly can. Right, so we've done well here. The downforce though here, she might need a bit more downforce. So let's set the reserve driver up and go. That's good. That'd be great, I guess. And then a bit more, or great, excellent. Okay on the. I mean a bit more oversteer then. We'll go back there for the oversteer, and we're excellent on the gear ratios, so we won't need to touch that. Just added a bit more downforce and oversteer. Hopefully they will turn into better. If they don't, well, we'll have to go and try something else. I'm just gonna have to do it on the medium tyres, man. I want the advantage on them. Let's look at Gomes. Got an excellent on the downforce. So if we go 1 notch up on that, and then I'll go 1, 2 on the oversteer. That won't. So I'm gonna have to try that. See how they like that. Staying with the medium tyres, I'll bring them in again. Handling, okay, so you didn't like, what was it before? It was the first time it was good, now it is okay, so we moved it the wrong way. This is how you set up your car. So obviously the first time it was good on handling, the second time we done it we moved it to the right and it was okay. So I think there how I've got it now is better. Like first time the speed was great, so I'm going to try a bit more over towards the left hand side for on the acceleration. Hopefully that's better. So off you go, mate. Let's see what she thinks. And I've just cancelled it. Right, so send it that way. Send the speed over that side and then move the. I think that was about it. Like that. Was that? That was good, wasn't it? So we'll have to come a bit more over. Car setup. 1 more notch over. Try that. And handling's poor. We got an excellent on the downforce and excellent on the gear ratios. So need to move it back over this way. That was the good one. So okay. I think that's a bit too much. More, no, it might not be. It might not be. I think that's pretty spot on. And we'll just go and send them out for a few laps, get a time. They're using the wrong tyres, but I really want the knowledge up on the mediums. I don't think it will rain during the race. And we also want race trim. Send them for 1 lap. Let's bring them in. I think they got a time lap there. Yeah, they did. 13th and 14th on the grid. Well, it is only practice, so it is only practice. So, how did you like that? Nice. We could just send him out again. Go and get as much knowledge as possible. And excellent on all of her ones as well. So we can send them both out now. And just go and practice the track and get the knowledge. Hopefully we'll get race trim too. There you go, just getting race trim too there. And practice is over. Unfortunately, didn't get the tyre one though. Unfortunately. As you can see here, look. So where they are in their championship, that's where they start the grid. So this would be our reserve driver. Obviously, they're going to start off in pole soon. So I very much doubt that they'll be able to hold up in the. We're just adding the medium tyres for 5% performance and the race trim 10%. Excellent across the board, but we do need to change the tyres, or mediums, and I could actually put her on a set of softs. Because she ain't going to be... Look, I mean, it's terrible. So we've just put her on a set of softs. Hopefully she'll be able to get a decent start and a few good laps in. We'll try that. 2 different race strategies here. Let's put her. And here we are a go for the German Grand Prix. Let's put the engine mode into high and into attack for the driving style. First lap, first corner, no incidents. We are down to 3rd though. And don't forget though, she's on the soft tyre, so she will be quicker. Nice run out of that bend. Gnomes is in 12th. Gomes is in 12th. Right here. Losing positions left, right, and centre. Through the hairpins. Look at this though, holding her own in 3rd is Terzo. Portuguese driver is not yielding. I will have to move the engine down a bit though. I just want to get a bit of a advantage from the field. Gnomes has gone down to 18th now. Could move the driving down a bit now though. Put him on medium. Settle into the race. And Gnomes can start coming down to neutral. Terzo, sorry. Gnomes in last position. And he is on in 20th. He is on the slower tyre though, on the medium tyre. And in a worse car, so I'm not going to be too hard on him. Hopefully we can use the same strategy that we used last race, which is to outlast the other cars. When it comes to tyre wear. He's quite good on his smoothness, that's why I like him. We'll put it down to conserve actually. There's 26 laps remaining, and I think this track is quite brutal on the tyres, so I'll put it up to neutral. He's got a good driving style for keeping tyres where they are. You look, his tyres are still quarter done, and they're about 20%, like 20 minutes if you're looking at a clock. So that's how I like sort of look at it. So 75%, and then these are about, I guess, they've got about 60% left. Well, 65% on them. We could actually have a look what it is. It is 70%. So it's got a bit more life in his tyre. As long as we stick onto the rear, onto the last car, I think we'll be fine. We're playing the long game like we did in the last race. I want to move him down to conserve though. Conserve them tyres. You are okay. You're still doing pretty well in 7th. Not bad, not bad. Ain't lost too many positions. Let's try and... I don't really want to do that though. No, I don't. No, I don't want to do that at all. I was going to put her in push, but I keep forgetting that her tyre wear is terrible. Like, her smoothness of driving is terrible. But she's holding up the pack, which is good. She's holding up the main pack. That's good for Gnomes. Gomes, whatever his name is. I keep saying Gnomes because there's an invisible N. Can you see it? It'd be technically Gnomes, wouldn't it? And down to 8, just lost 2 places. That's fine, that's fine. I'm not expecting victories of Grand Prix in our first season. As I say, this game's really hard. It's all about building the car and progressing. And eventually taking that win. Your first win feels like a right achievement in this, I tell you. I think I got my first win, first victory in my 3rd season. I'm going to start pushing on these. He's losing the field a bit, so I just want him to catch up again. So that's why I'm just making him push a bit more. Everyone's overtaking this car though. We might have to pit her this lap. But yeah, we're gonna have to pit this lap. Let's put her on the medium. Our tyre wear is not very good, so we'll put her on the mediums and just see if we can get her to finish the race. Not on the mediums, obviously. I don't think she'll do it in 1 set of mediums. She might need 2 sets. Come on, we need you to start pushing now. Next lap. Good attack. We'll push. In fact, we've still got 5 laps of fuel, so I'm just going to move him up down to that. We'll play the long game. Hopefully we'll have more life in our tyres at the end of the race. There we go. First person into the pits out of everyone. On go to medium tyres, and we're getting 12 laps of fuel into the tank. Let's move this down to medium and then conserve. Still got a bit of heat in them, so we can go down to conserve and just conserve the tyres for the first few laps. How's Gnome's doing? Not doing too bad now. These people will start pitting soon. We're at 50% on our tyre wear. The other cars are a bit lower, so we should be able to go a bit longer on these than the other vehicles. I'm not going to move. We have 3 laps of fuel, so I'm just going to move it up to overtake. But I want to keep the driving style the same. But go up to push though, just to get a bit of heat in. Hopefully we could overtake a few here in the sort of pit-in sector. I don't think these are going to pit now. I think that's too much. We're at 43%. We only have to worry about this one car really. Temperatures in the tyres are going down, so I'll put it up to normal now. Already down to 91%, man. Just going through them tyres like nothing. We're up to 13th, but that's only because people pitted. As I say, I want to go longer than everyone else on these tyres. Move the engine mode back down to high. Don't want to spend too much time in that high power mode. And we are coming up on the finish driver here. He's going to pit this race though, this lap, for Vexala Motorsport. Vexala. That's what it is. Vexala Motorsport. He's pitting. So where is he? Up to 7th obviously, because no. But look at these. Look, we still have a bit of life in these tyres. I reckon we can eke another lap out. We eke another lap out. We will be in a much better position by the end of the race. But we have to pit unfortunately because of this fuel. Yeah, we have to pit this lap. Oh well. We tried. We'll fill up. We're at 12 laps. We'll go for a balanced pit stop. So we could just attack be able to use the last few bends. Hopefully we'll be able to leapfrog that other guy that was in 9th. Other cars are so much quicker. Easily passing us there. Here comes Andre Gomes. We lost the position of 13th place. Kinda knew that was going to happen. Oh look, here comes the reserve driver right up on him, close. So close in fact. So close. That's pretty good. I mean, he has leapfrogged her. So the number 1 driver is now in front. And we're just going to put it down to a medium and just coast around for the next few laps. Don't want to give it too much oomph. I don't want to give it too much oomph. Just basically the only way we're going to finish it, I think that was that first race was a bit of a fluke. The only way we're going to actually not finish last, the second last, is by trying to conserve tyres and hoping that someone at the end of the race crashes or, you know, has a problem. It's the only way I think we're going to be able to do it. Get a few points. That objective of 13th is so hard to get. Just do what we do, or hope for a bit of rain and we make the right choices when it comes to tyres during the rain. Right, Gnomes, you can push for a bit. In fact, no, I don't want you pushing. Just drive normal. Conserve them for a bit. There you go. Conserve the tyres for a bit. Just want them to settle in. Just hoping that we'll have really good tyres by the end of the race compared to the rest of the field. And hopefully try and nick a few spots when we go onto the softs. Pulling away from the reserve driver, so the drivers actually don't make that much of a difference when it comes to, it's all about the car, and we have the worst one anyway, so obviously won't make that much of a difference. Laps remaining. I mean, we are stone dead last at this point. We need someone to crash. Let's speed it up. This part's pretty boring because we are just basically on conserve. Now I'm moving him up to neutral just because we're getting left behind a bit. Low temperatures are actually hurting tyres. Okay. Well, we'll push for a bit then. Get that temperature up in them. I'll put it on high engine mode. Hopefully we'll get them tyre temps up. You can push as well, just for a bit. Well, we'll be close to coming into the pits next lap. Let's pick the reserve driver. Put another set of mediums on. Fill up. 11 laps remaining. Hopefully you could go to the end on that. I doubt it though. Car is riskily trying to get another lap out of these. I don't think they'll last for another lap after that though. He is still on 58%, but look at these other tyres here, look. They are down. Moved up to 17th because people were pitting. And we can push now, we can push. Let's move down, hopefully engine mode to conserve. And we are bringing the temperatures up. We're in 13th, but that means nothing because other people are in the pits. Let's move it up, down, back to neutral because I don't want to push too much. We can get another lap. Well, I'll say another 2 laps out of these. And we could get another 2 laps. Second is there, so we're actually catching the main pack, one of the main packs here. I'm going to move it down at medium. We have enough fuel for another lap, and we're at 37. So if we push, we had to get another lap out of these pretty good. And yeah, I'm going to move it up to overtake and just do a really good lap. And we'll pit in. We'll get a new set. How many laps will we need? 7 laps remaining. If there's 7 laps remaining, he could make a set of softs last for 7 laps. I'm pretty sure of it. Now we want to add 8 laps of fuel because there's only 7 laps. And I'm going to go for the softs because they are the quicker tyre by far. See if we can do something at the end of this race. Oh, you know what? Let's get rid of that. I'm going to go for a fast pit stop. Take the gamble. Let's go for a fast pit stop. 29% of it going wrong. And that is here. Oh no, he's already pitted. He's already pitted, so he'll be leaving us for dust. It's good we still have some life in these tyres to actually do something on this lap. I'm going to move the engine mode down though. Oh, I should keep it at that because it did say that we'll be able to make it to the pits without running out of fuel. And into the pit lane he comes. Where will we come out? Plus we'll have a nice set of soft tyres and we'll also have enough fuel to reach the end of the race. I think we went quite long there. You look at these guys, they're doing exactly the same thing, but we'll go conserve and we'll go medium. We won't push yet, we'll wait until we can seize an opportunity. If one presents itself. We're in 18th. We managed to get past this guy and, you know, well, this woman, Dreyfus from Octane Racing, and she's on the mediums, and also the mediums are not very good, so we managed to do this in 2 stops. I think some of these people might have to stop again, and we'll be able to overtake some in the pit lane. Move this up to neutral because I don't want the tyres going too cold. Now we're on the faster tyre. Hopefully we can do something. Reserve driver still in last position. Now, even if I get, I mean, you might have to pit again, so I'm pretty sure we could just let them pass. We don't need to worry about this car passing us. Won't need to worry about this car passing us. You can't last for 3 laps. It's going to be close. I'm just going to save these. Got to save them. And then just go for a massive push, maybe the last 2 laps or so. Hopefully nick a position. Anyone in the pits? No. Some of these cars are going to be struggling at the end of the race. We might be able to pass some of them. Where's first? The first is there. Nearly getting lapped. We are nearly getting lapped. And this car did pass us, I'm afraid. Right, it's all good. I'm gonna say we're at when the first car passes, that clicks over to lap 26. So I don't think we'll get lapped. So we still have from now 3 laps. Yeah, we're on lap 26 now, so we have 3 laps from now. So about halfway around this lap, I'm going to start ranking up the pressure. I think we have 5 laps of fuel, so we are definitely going to start pushing now. Let's put him on overtake. In fact, no, higher. And let's go to push. See what we can do. We'll start going a bit faster now. Well, he might take this 18th position here. These are all on medium tyres, apart from this guy, El Sadat. Oh, someone come off. Someone come off the track. How are we doing in 20th? Oh, we've just been lapped. Sabado has just lapped us there. Firebird MRT. And this guy managed to pit and come out in front of us. So yeah, well, I thought we would be doing better than this. Them medium tyres just lasted too well. Right, let's push it up to attack. Let's go. What's the condition like? I don't know. We're on the final lap. We basically need to finish this lap and then do another lap. I don't think we're going to be able to nick any spots. You can attack. Not that it would make a difference. No, we're just getting left. Hold on. Hold on. Can we take this spot in the last lap? Can he do it? I don't think so. I think he's just too far behind. Maybe should have started pushing a bit earlier, but I was too afraid of the fuel and the tyre situation. And this will be the story of our first season, I'm pretty sure. It'll just be 19th and 20th for CozzaPerks Racing. Till we get a better car. Here we go. Coming up to the checkered flag. Some of these cars' tyres are absolutely destroyed. If we had a little bit better car, we would have taken some of them. There you go. That's the end of the race. End of the German Grand Prix. The Munich Grand Prix. Interesting. So the first race we come, I told you that first race was a fluke. The first race we come 13th. I don't know how. I think the other car's tyres just went. But it's a good strategy. I mean, that worked last race. There's no reason why we shouldn't have gone through it again. I think if we had a tiny bit better car overall, you know, I mean, that's all it is, isn't it? Just one couple of hundredths of a second over the course of a Grand Prix will make the difference. So, I mean, these cars here, they weren't that far in front of us. I'd say we was at plus 71 up to there, I guess. These cars were not that far ahead. I literally in love with Andre Gomes. Will at CozzaPerks Racing pass on a marriage proposal? His head needs to be in the race, man. You know what I mean? Not worrying about marriage proposals and all that. So, guys, that was a disappointing race, but I think this year will be disappointing. 19th and 20th position, more like what I'm used to seeing on the first season of this game. So, yeah, as I say, that first race was a fluke, but marketability, we didn't make the sponsor, so we've lost 500 grand. This is why I've gone down to the only one driver route, because, like, say if we was paying for another driver, we'd be losing like 700 grand. And when I didn't know how to play this, I was losing 1.2 million a race, not making no money at all. So, but I still survived. I mean, the beauty about this is, as long as you pick the lowest sort of target for what you think, oh yeah, I'll be safe doing that, then, you know, you can start building up your HQ and stuff. And let's accept these. Do these. As a bit of disastrous race, finishing down in 8th. What was your analysis? Well, it's not us. We're talking about another team here. Don't surprise me. An auto driver. No. Yeah, let's just say they got unlucky. And he's got a hurt neck, I think. Yeah. But I made him feel special. He races for another team. I just said, you know, be a nice person and just say, oh well, things happen in motorsport. And the repair is done. Let's look at our car before we go. So we've built the new gearbox. I don't think we can do much more on new gearboxes. You know, that and that. Don't want to add these illegal parts in. So I think, I don't know. I think the engine might be a good thing to go. Fuel efficiency, well, our tyres ain't lasting our fuel. So I don't think we really need fuel efficiency. I think it'll be more top speed on the engine. Top speed, no, we don't want that one. Plus 2 days top speed. Minus 3 days. No, they're not very good. Reliability. Red zone plus. Let's see. These parts here are shit. Could go for that and that on the engine. Want to build that. Confirm. So guys, that will be the end of part 2. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I plan on just doing a racing episode. Next we'll have the Milan Grand Prix, which is mainly top speed. These deceleration and high speed corners, which neither are we good at. We're concentrating on acceleration first because I think that's the more that, like, to get past people off of the corner. I think maybe that would help, and then top speed we're going to start going for. As you see, we just started building a better engine. So yeah, that'd be in all to look forward to in part 3. The Milan GP is quite a good circuit. I enjoy that one. So I'll see you there, guys. Thank you for watching. Please hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you, guys. Cheers. Bye.
That's good.